Hey, everybody, it's the Colts. This is Madden football.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check cross, check cross, check cross.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And now running right through it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 78 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on down the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick going deep here for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. Breaks through the contact. Parker the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 42 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go.
As Indianapolis gets ready for this next drive, Charles, I want to get your thoughts on where they move after this season, because they were contenders much of the year. Remember, they were 5-2 and then eventually finished 7-9, but it looked like for a moment the AFC South was going to be theirs. What happened to this team, and where do they go?
Well, they had a bunch of injuries down this.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 89 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a run with Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st down, Brissett, flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Brissett with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And he coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to dive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed what...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Not today. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll run on 1st down. Laird. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Mike is 50, check Mike 50.
On 2nd down now, Laird. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Fitzpatrick on target to Wilson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Fitzpatrick again. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. The throw again, Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're set on first down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And now running right through him. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Brissett.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told that...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, 55 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line,
Here we go.
Oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Come on, baby.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, 75 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Not a whole lot. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you... That's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 27 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, partner,
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, Larry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brissett sets to throw it. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Well, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it fights him off. They shakes him off. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually from...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Fighting to stay upright. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw again on second down, Fitzpatrick. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Fitzpatrick, well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always part.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And now it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Mike 50. Mike 50. First down. I got you, son.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Fitzpatrick on target to Wilson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
We got this.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's What's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Fitzpatrick. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Pierre Desir. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Brissett now, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that. And now here is another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,